Now, the one for Shabbos is kind of interesting. We are told to love God. Now, how do you love God? That's kind of interesting. But it's similar to a spouse. When you have a spouse that maybe you're not feeling so great about in certain days, what do you do to kind of get you in that mode or get feeling connected? Think about things that your spouse really appreciates or things that they really like. And by doing those things, you will see that you will build up a certain connection, a certain love with them. And the same thing is with God. Doing mitzvahs, studying his Torah, trying to understand him, makes us love him more. Conversely, we are also told to have awe of God, which is often mistakenly translated as the fear of God. We're not meant to fear God. He's not a vengeful God. We're not meant to be afraid of his anger and that he's going to punish us. No, we're meant to have an awe, a reverence. And actually, this implies the mitzvah of not saying Hashem's name in vain, God's name in vain. Well, we mean his actual real name. To say Hashem or God, that's not his actual real name. So we are careful not to say Hashem's name because that diminishes that awe of him. So that was actually the fourth positive mitzvah. And the last one for today is the sanctification of Hashem. Now that sounds a little bit scary. A lot of us think that means that we have to give up our lives for God. But actually that's not what it means. It means that we should be so proud of who we are and not be afraid of what we think the consequences might be. And I actually was thinking about this as being something so practical to us today. As I remember, I think it was just a week or so ago that we had a politician who was suggesting to us that perhaps Jewish people shouldn't look so Jewish in the street if we want to, avoid anti-Semitism. Maybe we shouldn't look so Jewish. And this is exactly the point, that absolutely no. Don't be afraid of what others are going to think. Don't be afraid of what that might seem like. You do what you have to do. And you know what? The stronger and the prouder that we are to be who we are, guess what? That's when they're going to respect us more. Not when we try to hide and we try to fit in and we try to, remove our yarmulke. We try to remove our Jewish identity. That's not what's going to combat anti-Semitism. Combating anti-Semitism is being proud, being strong, being confident in who we are. Shabbat Shalom.